Good afternoon, Evolution family. Today is Wednesday, August 28th, 2024. It's a little bit after 3 p.m. Pacific time. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service, and I want to welcome you to the Archer Travel Wednesday training for today. Good afternoon, Amanda. How are you?
Oh, just great. How are you doing, Jose?
Hey, it's hump day and stuff. But listen, I want to find out, how did the 1 p.m. training go with Rose Alba from...
Wonderful. Wonderful. It was great to have a new brand. They've been with us for, 3 months now.
Right,
So
right.
it's great to learn about the Palace Resorts, now known as the Palace Company, and just get insights on what they have to offer your clients.
So that was really good. And also, just so you guys know, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time, para los agentes in Mexico, we're going to have a supplier webinar training for the Palace Group for Mexico agents. And that'll happen tomorrow at 9 a.m. Now, today is a special day. We've been trying to do this about several weeks ago, right before we went to convention. We talked about how to book group cruises. And then we got sidetracked and we went to convention, and then we have had some issues. But today what we're going to cover is making more commission being a cruise tour conductor and updating up for 2024. And joining us via phone is the lady herself, who I salute constantly, Peggy Hape, our cruise coordinator and our group cruise coordinator. Good afternoon, Peggy. How are you today?
Good afternoon, Jose, and the entire family. I am wonderful.
You guys know Peggy. I tell you, she works very hard for you guys, and you guys know this. I mean, and she loves you. She really does, and she will help you with these things. Now, I really need help from the leadership here. I get too many calls. Oh yeah, I've been in the program 3 months and blah 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 blah, and I now have eight group cruises. Have you called Peggy? Peggy? Who's Peggy? Listen, you guys. The reason why we have the group contracts that Susie and I go through, and we have Peggy goes through all the group cruise contracts, is we want to make sure that you make commission, that the commission is correct, that you're not quoting net when you should be quoting gross pricing. So again, all right, so there. Let's just do a couple of Archer travel tips of the day before we get to do it. The qualifying form is a tool. It is not something that you email to the client. I get too many calls. Oh, I emailed them the form. What is that? If you're trying to get my business and you're sending me a form that I have to fill out, I have to do homework? No. It's a tool to use, and you use this tool. This goes in conjunction with Mike Archer's, the Archer Travel Sales Training Program. It goes hand in hand. Listen, if you cut corners, then your business is going to fall apart. You need to find the time to sit down and talk to the client with the qualifying tool. If you don't do that, if you go, no, here, just fill it out, get it back to me. You're not creating a relationship. You're not building that relationship. So do that. All group cruise bookings must be reported to Group Cruise Coordinator Peggy H at archertravel.com. Right, Peggy?
That's correct.
Please. She can look through every line of the contract and say, oh, you missed this, you missed that. This has got to change. So please do this. We want to protect you to make sure that you make the commission and you make more commissions. Now, let's talk about this. This is how you make some more commission. Let's go to the next slide. Boom. Okay, making more commission, cruise tour conductor update 2024. I highly recommend you grab a piece of paper, a pen, or a pencil. At the end of this presentation, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me. I will send this to you, and you can share this information with your other Evolution family members, other friends that are on your team, so they can, talk about this and make more commission. So here, let's go to the next slide. Right, Peggy?
That's correct.
All right, here we go. You want to do this first one? Let's just review a little bit.
All right.
Steps to booking.
Basically, this is a reminder on steps to booking group cruises. Please review and make sure you have a good understanding of the steps to booking group cruises. Remember to get help and assistance. And I'm sure that Jose has that information that he can send out to you should you need it.
You guys, this right here, I don't know why you don't do this. I got 200 people. Oh my God, I'm running around like crazy. I go, do you have anybody helping you? No. That's what they're telling me. I'm going, get somebody to help you from the group, not just the client, but let's say it's a family reunion, okay? And it's Aunt Mary. Aunt Mary, there's cousin, Bill and cousin Mary and all these other people that can help you get all the paperwork, get all this stuff going. All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, What is a cruise tour conductor? A tour conductor program is a cruise line promotion that rewards the coordinator of the group. The cruise line will offer a complimentary cruise fare for one guest, not a cabin, for every 16 full fare guests that sail together. You will receive a check when you return in the event of any cancellations. The complimentary fare is calculated differently with each cruise line. The port charges, taxes, fees, gratuities are not included in the contemporary complimentary fare and must be paid by the guest. So, real simple. You sell 8 cabins at double occupancy. 8 cabins at double occupancy, you get 1 berth. You want to add on to this, Peggy?
That pretty much covers that portion of it. But they have to, really understand. It doesn't mean cabin. It means 1 berth, 1 bed.
Okay, we're going to talk about that here in a minute. All right, let's go to the next slide.
Yeah.
I'm going to break this down. Now, how does this work? Okay? I'll do this one, Peggy, you do the next one, okay?
Okay.
Double occupancy. 8 cabins earns 1 free berth. What is that, Jose? What is a berth? Okay? It's 1 bed, 1 bedding. Now, 16 cabins earns 2 free berths. So you have 1 free cabin with double occupancy. Okay?
Right.
24 cabins earns 3 free berths. You have 3 beds now. So you have 1 cabin and you have another berth. 32 cabins earns 4 free berths. You have 2 free cabins here. 100 cabins earns 12 free berths. That's 6 free cabins that you have. Okay? Again, this is really simple, but you got to remember this if you're going to be doing this correctly and if you want to take advantage of this, because this is, again, a way that you can make an incredible amount of money here. Okay? All right, let's go to the next slide, and Peggy will do this one.
The next slide, basically, what are TC credits? And this is just a recap. For every 8 cabins sold, you receive 1 berth, which is 1 bed, which equals 1 berth or 1 tour conductor credit.
Now, this is, and I should have put this on here, but for every 8 cabins, double occupancy sold here. Okay, not just
Correct.
8. It has to be double occupancy.
As
Okay?
2 passengers, first and second earns that credit, 1 berth. The third and fourth passengers in the cabin does not count because it's only based on the first 2.
That's right. All right, so now let's go to the next slide. Okay, free or crash? Free or cash? Amanda, did you hear what I just said?
I know.
Free or cash? Yeah.
Free or, I thought I said crash, but no. Free, okay, so you can either do this. This can be you taking one of those cabins. The cruise conductor can sail for free by using the free cabin, or they can sell the free cabin to make extra commissions. Now, that's up to you, but remember, if you want to make it a little bit more than what the group cruise rate was, you make more money. So, but it's up to you. Now, listen, if you're new to this and this is kind of complicated and all, give us a call. Peggy and I will walk you through the steps to make sure that you feel confident about what you're going to be doing next. But this is one thing that you have to make a decision on, how you want to do this. Do you want to take the cruise and go for free, or do you want to sell it and make more commissions? It's up to you. Let's go to the next slide.
Are the cabins really free? The TC will be responsible for any port, taxes, fees, and gratuities. The type of cabin that you earn will also depend upon the category of cabins that your group is booked in. If the majority of the cabins were balcony, then the TC credit would count towards a balcony. The same would hold true for ocean view or inside cabins. Some cruise lines, such as Carnival, will base your TC on the average cruise fare for all of the cabins in the group. So in other words, they calculate based on all of the cabins, the base rate, they multiply, divide, do all of that, then they come up with the actual TC number, and you'll know what that exact dollar amount might be.
Right. Okay. And they'll tell you what that credit is. Now, again, look at this. All right. You will still be responsible for any port taxes, fees, gratuities. All right. That you get. You still have to pay those, even though the cabin rate has been paid for and it's clear. You still have to pay for those. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. How much work is involved in being a tour conductor? The leader of the group is responsible for picking out a date and promoting the cruise. After all, the more friends and family that you get to go on the cruise, the more free berths you earn. You go through the cruise line, and with Peggy at Archer Travel, you go through the cruise line first, say, I need 15 cabins. Okay, here they are. I'm going to send them to you. Then you call Peggy. Peggy, I just got off the phone with Carnival, with Royal, with Norwegian. I have 15 cabins. Can you please review this booking number? And Peggy does, yes, I have the this isn't right, no, she's usually right on it, but at Archer Travel. The cruise line can often provide you with flyers and brochures to help you promote the group cruise, yeah. You, as the Archer Evolution travel agent, will not have to collect any money, just send the friendly reminder that deposits or final payment are due. You want to add to this, Peggy, at all?
All payments will be sent to you by your party that's going to be assisting you, because all payments will have to be posted by the agent, not the client, but by the agent of record, which is going to be John Smith. He booked the group. He's responsible for making all of the final payments in a timely manner.
Okay, all right, let's go to the next slide. Go ahead, Peg, you can do this one.
Cruise amenities. You, as the tour conductor, can often negotiate special amenities for your group. Some of these amenities can include stateroom credits, group photos, cocktail parties, bottles of wine, spa credits, lower cabin rates. When you're booking a group with Carnival in particular, you are given points that you can utilize on your group that includes a lot of this, but you can also, ask if there's any other specials they can take advantage of. Onboard ship credits, anything along that line. So always keep that in mind.
Always ask them, you guys, if there's any other amenities, because these do change up a lot. Sometimes they have onboard ship credit, or they'll, you get a 50% off on an excursion or something like that. So there's always stuff there. Make sure you check on that. Let's go to the next slide, please. Examples of group. Remember this. Family, friends, class reunions, social clubs, weddings, business groups, girls getaway, guy getaways. There's plenty of different ways to market groups. And cruising is a real easy way to do it. I mean, you're on the ship. You don't really need to, everything's there. Gambling, the clubs, the different restaurants, the entertainment, it's all there. And it's all under one thing, so it's really, really good. And you guys have seen it in the videos, and I got a great video to show you at the end of this presentation. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, you want to do this?
Time to book. The most budget-friendly time to take a group cruise is normally any time when children are in school. It's not a major holiday. Times to avoid would be June through August, spring break, Christmas, and New Year's.
And
now you do want to, for example, Alaska. Any group cruises that you might be working on for Alaska, try and get them to book at least a year in advance, because Alaska
sells out.
is a major push through all of the cruise lines, and they will book up a year in advance.
Yeah, and especially you guys with Royal and Carnival and Norwegian and Princess that you guys book a lot of, that inventory just gets socked up. And so, Peggy's right. You want to be at least a year out. If you've got, Uncle James coming to you, in May or let's even say February of next year, it's too late. It's too late. That inventory's been gobbled up. And so,
Exactly.
you want to make sure that at least a year out, okay? Let's go to the next slide. Tour conductor benefits. With TC credits, once the last person in your group has made the final payment, all your work is done. And you can just sit back and enjoy, and either you go free cruise with your family members and friends. So there you go. All right, so that's pretty much.
Well, then you have to make sure you do your commission tracking form.
Yes. Yes.
Otherwise, Peg's going to be all over you.
That's right. That's right. Don't forget that. I don't know how many guys.
Exactly.
I mean, I, I've spoken to agents. Yeah, I think I had a group 2 years ago. I went, what? How do you forget that? Here, let's. You go through this, Peggy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you have to stay on top of your group commission tracking form.
Yeah.
Now, the tour conductor payment. You're going to go to the Travel Cafe, click on the forms. There is a special form for the tour conductor payment. And when you are working directly with the cruise lines, for example, Carnival, they have a final workup that they can send. Within that document, there is one sheet that's going to have the total amount collected for the group, total commissions on that group, what your tour conductor credit amount is worth. All of those numbers are right there. You're going to go ahead and include that one page as you're completing the tour conductor credit. You can also use that same form when you're doing the group commission tracking form. So you've got it all right there, nice and neat.
Okie doke.
The tour conductor payments can also be used in a number of different ways.
That's right.
You can apply them to a cabin within your group. You can actually put them on your cabin as onboard credits. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that each cruise line is going to enable you to use them.
And you should be asking Peggy these questions when you get to this point in the cruise, when you have a couple of these cruise conductor credits and you're like, well, I don't, and Peggy will walk you through. She'll show you your options. She'll show you your options. I'd rather you do some options instead of picking something that you're like, oh, I don't like that. I don't want to change that now. Because, making changes on stuff when you're getting money and commissions is kind of tough. All right, so let's do this. I don't know if you've seen this, Peggy, but this is amazing, okay? This is the Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas, exclusive look at Royal Caribbean's International Star of the Seas, which is coming next summer. We kind of focused this last week, but we didn't really get a chance to show you guys how an outstanding experience this is going to be. So go ahead and roll it, Amanda. Wow. I mean, okay, the Star of the Seas. This is the Icon's sister. She will be here next July of 2025. She is available to book right now. Again, an incredible experience. I mean, right, Amanda? Right, Peggy? I mean, that's just,
Oh my gosh, amazing.
yeah, it's just amazing. It's just amazing, you guys.
Amazing.
And you guys, and Amanda will
Yep.
put that link in the comments room. Get that out there to your clients. Get that out there to your clients. I mean, everybody's like, I'm wondering, whatever happened to the Wonder of the Seas, the one I went on for a couple of days, and that was an outstanding thing. But I can't get over
Yeah.
the dome, the aqua dome thing where they're diving way and all the way down. That's like, what is that about? I mean,
Oh my
it's kind of
gosh,
crazy.
yeah.
All right. All
Okay,
right.
so we have some questions
Okay.
from the chat. The
Okay.
first one is, how long
Okay.
can you keep the free cabin?
What do you mean, how long can you keep the free cabin?
Oh, are you talking
It's
about?
valid, it's valid
It
on
has
that
to be
ship
used
on
during that
sail
group,
date.
right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, yeah. The cruise credits, okay, are you can use them during the time of the group. You can't say,
Right.
I got 4 tour conductor credits and I want to use them on this other cruise. That's not going to work. It only
No,
works.
it has to be same ship, same sail date. Yes.
That's right. It has to be the same group and the same sail date. Okay, just so you know. Okay.
And you can't combine individual cabins on different cruise lines. It all has to be on one cruise line to earn it, right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I got 4 Royal
Correct.
Caribbean cruise credit. Wait, Peggy, let me call you. Peggy, I got 4 Royal Caribbean cruise credits. Can I transfer them over to Carnival?
No, unfortunately not. They have to be used with Royal Caribbean on that group.
All right. Oh, gee, I was hoping. Okay, what else you got?
Okay.
Like that.
Da-da-da-da. Is it better to call Peggy or email Peggy?
Either one. If I'm not available to pick up the line, leave me a voicemail. I will return your call as soon as I can. And if you want to follow up with an email, you'll send that to the PeggyH@arthurtravel.com.
Now, you guys, I tell you one thing though. I always tell you guys to call us better than email because Peggy and I get inundated with emails. And
Oh, hundreds of emails every night.
yeah, I mean, when I come back in the morning, it's 250, and I gotta go. Oh man, if it's
I
just
know,
a simple
where do you
question,
begin?
give
Yeah.
us a call. Maybe you might be able to get in contact with us, or leave us a
Or
voice.
someone else sometimes can answer.
Yeah,
it if
that's
it's a
true
simple
too.
question.
Yeah, but try calling or emailing. But and call us on the important stuff. If your client's not able to check into a hotel because he's there right now, don't send that in an email. Call us right away on this number and say, I have an urgent emergency. I need to speak to either
Right.
Susie, Jose, or Peggy, or Janice, or anybody else who's available, or Nancy, to help my client. And we'll get on that right away for you. Okay? Okay.
Right.
Okay, anything else, Miss Amanda?
Yeah, so someone said when we earn the TC and we choose to take the payout instead of the free cabin, how do we know the amount? Will it tell them the amount they're getting or should it just be a guesstimate? Because on the form I do see it says tour conductor amount expected. So this is just like, do they let them know how much it's going to be or no?
You take a stab on this, Peggy, and then I'll take a stab.
Well, the cruise lines, for example, Carnival on that final workup, if you request that, we will send it to you. You can also pull it up in your GoCCL under the tab for statements, but they will tell you what the exact dollar amount is, and keep in mind that you retain 80% of all of your commissions. I believe that also
Yes.
includes the tour conductor credit. Your uplink receives 10, and then Evolution receives 10,
Right.
which
Now,
equals the 100%.
you guys don't, you guys, when you're working on these commission tracking forms and you're working on these forms, okay, you always get to one, oh, I don't know how to answer that, okay? You can just put in an amount here if you don't know it right away, but submit it anyway. And just put in an amount and submit it. It doesn't have to be right, it has to be correct, but the rest of this does. The booking reservation number, the name of the ship, the group name, blah, 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 blah. And commissions will help you with this, okay? Or or you can even call commissions and say, because if you're submitting this, you can email them the contract and stuff, and they'll tell you what it is. But usually, if I'm not mistaken, Peggy, and make sure if I'm right on this, but the tour conductor amount expected would be, well, how many of the tour conductor credits that you got, let's say that you had 2, okay? 2, and wouldn't that be like the gross on the cabin itself after the port charges, taxes, fees, and all that stuff?
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
you can kind of like basically use that, if you go back and remember, okay, the group contract stated this, that the cabins were at this. This was before, using that pricing before you had the taxes, fees, excursions, port charges, insurance, and all that stuff. So you can use that too.
Most of the cruise lines can tell you exactly what your tour conductor credit is worth. I think the only one that doesn't tell you is going to be MSC. But
Okay.
all of the other cruise lines can tell you what that dollar amount will be.
And also, if you've got questions about tour conductor, call the group department at Carnival or Royal or whoever. They'll help you because they have that information there right in front of them. And they can see it too. And remember to get the name of the customer service rep that you're working with at these cruise lines. Let's go. Oh, I'm sorry.
Definitely, yes.
Any more other questions?
Yeah, so I just answered some in chat just to clear it up. So I just want to say this in my own words and rephrasing what you guys just taught everyone. So if you sell 8 cabins, then you get 1 free cabin that you can use with that group on that same sailing, or you can trade in that free cabin for pretty much like extra commission.
Wait.
Which is
It's not. That's not correct. Okay.
That's not correct?
No.
It's 1 free berth.
It's
one bed.
You sell
not
8 cabins
cabin.
in your group. 8 cabins, double occupancy. Okay? Double occupancy. Okay? You get 1 free berth, 1 bed. You know what, Amanda? Let's go back. Let's go back to the top
Okay,
of the thing.
because I think we went through it a little fast.
Yeah.
And
And
maybe it was
let's just go back because
confusing.
it's right here. And that's why if you want to copy
I
this
think people don't
PowerPoint, all you need to
understand
do.
what the difference
Yeah.
between a berth is and what a cabin is.
Okay, all right. We're going to explain this really easy, okay? Let's go back more. Come on. Go back more. How it works, stop right here, okay? 8 cabins, double occupancy, earns 1 free berth. That's 1 bed. 1 bed, 1 single bed, okay? If you sell 16 cabins, right, at double occupancy, you get another bed. Now, that could be considered a cabin. Get it? 2 beds in 1 cabin.
So this would just be half of a cabin up here. So
That's
8 cabins equals half of a cabin.
Right. Half of a cabin or 1
Right.
berth. Okay?
Yes.
Okay? So, and as it keeps going, 24 cabins earns you 3 free berths. 32, now you have 4 free berths, so now you have 2 free cabins. That could be balconies, they could be interior cabins. Now, again, Peggy, it gets complicated, and you have to help me here. When the group inventory that you have for your group is like, I've got 8 interior cabins, I've got 8 with a view, and I've got 8 balconies, right? And so you're kind of like wondering how is that going to work? Well, that will work out with your BDM or your groups department to find out what exactly are the TC credits, correct?
Correct.
See, so
Because they're going to add, divide, and multiply and do their calculation.
right of what
They're going to be able to tell you what the tour conductor amount
Credits will be. Right. Okay. So don't let that. But what if it's a mix-up, Jose? Like a salad. Like I have 4 interior cabins and I have 12 balconies and I have 8 rooms. They will figure it out for you and let you know exactly what you're.
Right.
But this is just the basic of it. Okay. All right. Did we answer that correctly, Amanda?
Yeah, actually, I always thought it was that other thing, so I'm glad you guys explained that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, no, hold on.
No, I know. Sorry if your guys' brains hurt or it feels like a lot. Just review the training again or call us if you
Yeah.
have questions.
Yeah, call us if you have questions, call
Because
us. And,
maybe just explaining it in a little different way sometimes helps. So
and you guys listen, we've been showing you a lot about where the trainings are, and maybe on Friday what we'll do in the morning briefing is we'll go to the Art to Travel Media Center in YouTube and show you how you can just go group booking, how to book a group cruise, and you'll see the videos in there, and that way you can see them. Go back and review this, because you've seen this once. It's this can be complicated. That's why I'm saying if you want to copy this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me. I'll send it to you. But go back and review these.
yeah,
They're
it's
really
like
important.
going to one day of class and then
Yeah.
expecting to know everything. That's not how it works. When you're
No.
in school, you go 5
No.
days a week, you
Yeah.
go every single day.
Right.
And it takes a while to learn it. You're not just
Yeah.
gonna learn it in one sitting.
And-
so
and-
don't worry if you don't get it yet.
And
No.
just try to understand that
Exactly.
you've got
I mean,
pro.
it's taken us years to get where we know all of what we are trying to share.
And Peggy knows 3 times more than I know. So.
Oh, and how many times have I been at this training? Like
Right.
hundreds of times, right?
Right.
And I literally had messed up saying that. So I mean, you guys yeah. It takes time.
It takes time, but again, this is a way where you can make more commission. And you guys book a ton of cruises. And I'm telling you, you book a
Yep.
group cruise on that ship, the Star of the Seas, yow. Wow.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to be in for a heck of a time on that. That's going to be great. That's going to be great. All right, any other
Yeah.
questions?
Okay, so one berth pretty much equals like one person in a room, right? Because that's
One berth is one bed.
one bed.
Yes.
One bed.
So.
It's a sleeping accommodation. You have one sleeping accommodation.
Yeah.
Okay? All
And
right.
all rooms are usually double occupancy.
Yes, that's
on.
correct. That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yes.
So, well, sorry if we weren't able to answer all your questions today, or if you still don't understand or need more help.
Yeah,
we
give us
are
a call.
here to help you.
Yeah, give us a call. There's Peggy's email. There's my email address. And again, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email right there, and I'll send it off to you. And if you have
Yeah,
any
or
questions,
just review the PowerPoint, right, Jose? You'll send it to him.
yeah. And if you have any other questions, and listen, you guys, also for you teams out there, okay, that you guys meet at certain times during the day or at night and stuff, we are available to come in and help you with your teams. You call us up. We can do Zoom. We can do any of that. Peggy can do some. Susie
Yep.
can do. I mean, we can do that for you. It's not like we're locked in our cubicles and we can only, you can only call us. If you want us to do a workshop for you, we are available for you to do that. So yeah. And that's also goes for the weekends too. I used to do that when the company first started, when Evolution first started. Every other Saturday I was on the phone talking to different teams, helping them out, and and if they had any questions, and telling them that we're here for you guys. All right, Miss Peggy, I want to
And
thank
I'm
you.
available even on the weekends, so reach out.
That's me and you both. We know that record. We know that record.
Definitely.
Miss Peggy, I want to thank you so much for being with us today. You guys don't realize how busy she is. She is really, really busy. So taking time out of your day to join us, I really, really appreciate it. And I know the agents do too.
You are so welcome. It's always a joy to be able to assist not only you, my colleagues, but also to be available for the agents, because they are all so important to making us all a great team. We're all family. Hello.
Yeah, that's great. All right, Peggy, I'm going to let you go, all right? And thank you so much, all right? I'll talk to you later.
You are welcome. Take care. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone.
All right, bye-bye. Wasn't she just great, Amanda? I mean, really, right?
Absolutely love Peggy. She's so helpful. She is really busy, guys. So
Yeah.
give her a break. If she doesn't call you back, call the office. We do have other people in the office.
And
that can
she
help
will
you
call you back.
sometimes.
And she will
But
call.
usually Peggy will call you back. Yeah.
And she will call you back. And when you talk about Peggy, talk about the agents, the senior agents that have been in the program 4 or 5 years. They'll tell you how Peggy has helped them just, really expand their business. All right. Like I said, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me right there. Amanda, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon and for taking the ship out. I really appreciate
Well,
it.
thanks for giving me new knowledge too.
That's okay. It's all right. Tomorrow we have Mexico. Mexico tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time will be the BDM Marisol from the Palace Company will be joining Astrid para los Agentes in Mexico. And then at 3 p.m. Pacific time, we have Destination Specialist where I'm going to be showing you the Palace Company destinations. So that should be a really good day. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service. You all have a wonderful day. See ya.